We spoke last time about some of her great mottos and how she educated by focusing and giving over the same idea again and again in every single Beis Yaakov. There are 5 psukim that were featured in auditoriums. But I'd like to this time share some of her ideas to just give a sense of when she would speak about a more in-depth idea, a longer idea, how she would deliver, what she would say, what was her message. So this is what she shared about feminism and about liberation. Right, the idea that was obviously taking over Poland then, newly arrived in Poland. Girls, open your eyes, she said in response. The Jewish woman, this is not a new idea. We were liberated at the dawn of history. And I believe she meant to show that we were liberated. We don't need this new liberation. Thousands of years ago, Sarah was a liberated woman. God himself liberated her, giving her equality and greatness to her husband. How? Come, girls, and learn. Hashem promised Avram that his wife Sarah would bear him a son who would become the father of a great nation. Avram said, let my son Yishmael be the one. Out of the question, Hashem answered. Right? A father of this great nation must be born not only of a great father, but also of a great mother. To underscore Sarah's greatness, Hashem added a hey to her name, from Sarai to Sarah. Completion. You see, girls, and here she would quote from the book Der Torah Kfel of Zusha Friedman, and in general I find that she wasn't a mechadeshet. Doesn't sound like she was coming up with her new ideas. It was the ideas that she had learned from Rav Hirsch and other Svarim. She loved the Tefer Shlomo, the Radomsker, and I don't see her like being a mechadish, from what I've read. Hashem did not want her to be merely a jewel in Avram's crown. He gave her a diadem of her own, crowning her as a special individual in her own right. Just as you, Avram, are an Ab Hamon Goyim, so too she is an Aim Hamon Goyim. Being the liberated woman she was, when she saw that Yishmael was a threat to Yitzchak's Kedusha, to his purity, to his Tahara, so she sent him away, and that distressed Avram. But Hashem told him, everything Sarah tells you, listen to her, because she is greater, as Rashi says, in prophecy than you. New girls, what do you think? Wasn't our matriarch Sarah a free, liberated woman? And so was Rivka. She took responsibility to tell Yaakov to obtain the blessings that his father was to give to Esav. She was dictated by true prophecy that it was Yaakov would carry in the future to the nation. The type of idea she was getting across and how she gave them across. Listen to how she instilled in the people a sense of purpose, an amazing sense of purpose, and hashkafa behind the movement. If they were doing something great, I mentioned before, just the time to mention it again, they did. She used to tell the girls, you have to have 2 pockets. One pocket called Kfuda Bas Melech Pnima. All of the honor of a Bas Melech, of a daughter of the king, is inside. Tznius, being humble, our place in the shadows, like she was always taking the place in the shadows, as we mentioned. Call Kfuda Bas Melech Pnima. I don't put myself forefront. I don't have to be in the middle. I don't have to be the man, the woman, the BMOC. But on the other hand, in the other pocket, Ace, Lasos, Lashem, Hefir, Torasecha. When it's a time to do for God, we have to stand up and do not normal things. These are not normal times. But you need both pockets. Look how he spoke about it. Be young, she wrote. Don't be indifferent. Act with vigor and enthusiasm. Take risks and make sacrifices to help your people, and if needed, to save their lives. Do you know what youth means? Youth, she answered forcefully, is happiness. This is what we get across to our girls today. Youth means happiness, optimism, joy de vivre. So it's vie de jour. Hope, belief in ideals, belief in yourself, and the enthusiasm to live and strive for it. To be phlegmatic, cold, and indifferent is to be anti-youth. We have to work and strive, not only for our sake, to bring every Jewish girl under the wings of the true faith. You should know that falling into ecstasy is easy, but to keep it up for months, years, for all of your life, always, to do what is expected of you with enthusiasm. That's what Abdu Hashem B'Simcha is difficult. However, this is our calling. Go ahead, work, and with God's help, you will be able to bring the greatest and holiest ideal, that of Torah true life, to all Jewish girls. Amazingly inspirational. And she would say she wasn't stopping with the Beis Yaakov. We must establish a strong Orthodox youth organization in which the girls will continue the Jewish education and their dedication to the Torah ideal, that they acquire Beis Yaakov. She was thinking of the future. What we accomplish with our Beis Yaakov youth is not enough. We must strive to bring every Jewish girl under the banner of Torah. Listen to how she spoke to those and we'll finish with this, the commencement ceremony of the 2-year seminary program. She would gaze down with her usual love and joy. The words which follow would send a flame of faith, enthusiasm, encouragement, and inspiration to the future teachers. You have chosen the greatest and most rewarding profession in life to cleave and polish the most precious diamonds, the souls of Jewish children. You are the Kohanim, the teachers of this generation. Sometimes she would add, we all Jews are teachers. With everything we do, every step we take, every word we utter, every act of kindness we perform, we teach. Our children, our friends, and everyone around us are influenced by our behavior. We are all a mamleches kohanim, a kingdom of teachers. Hashem dispersed us among the nations to instill in them faith in Him by means of our actions. We are to teach others how to love and care for people. We gave the world the concepts of philanthropy and justice. We continually remind the Gentiles of the expected moral behavior of human beings. Yeah, and these are just smatterings, but I think we get a feel for the type of educator who were the passion, the drive, the enthusiasm, the vigor, the message, the purpose, the meaning. And that's what she lit up. She literally lit up, as we spoke about, her followers and her Talmidot. And these were the ideas that shepherded along and built the Beis Yaakov movement.